Welcome to Review Every Ship by CitizenCon 2024. The point is to give an update on every ship, since some haven't had a video made about them in years, and others, the information is simply too spread out to be helpful in making decisions. Remember, digital ships aren't imaginary, digital ships are imagine necessary. A quick shout out to my Jonin Ninja members, Radium TX and Palin Tan, and my Chunin Ninja members, Reagan 972, Wakan Yosai, Rage 1, Scorpio King 3, Meat Salad, and Soul Galaxia. And of course, all of my members who are listed at the end of the video. Membership is never required, but always appreciated. You help make this YouTube dream even more possible, so thank you. Every month we do a giveaway to give back to this wonderful community. This month's giveaway prize has yet to be determined, but will be a ship related to Pirate Week. To enter the contest, make sure you're subscribed to Billionaire Ninjas, leave a comment on at least one video, and like or dislike at least one video. Winners have 2 weeks to claim their prize. Members collectively have a 25% chance of winning just for being members. So if you're subscribed, consider hitting that join button, and if you're not subscribed, I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. For the full giveaway details, make sure you visit our Billionaire Ninjas Discord or our social media at Ninjas Leap. Today, we begin with the Greycat industrial manufacturer. Well, actually, this is the end of our Greycat run. In this one, we have reached the Greycat ROC, and it has one variant, the ROC-DS. For the price, the ROC as of 3.24 is 55 standalone, 50 warbond, and was 50 at concept. In-game cost is about $103,000, and the in-game 3-day rental price is unknown, and the ROC-DS is $75 standalone, 70 warbond, and was 70 at concept. In-game cost is about $142,000, and the in-game 3-day rental price is unknown. The vehicle is available all the time. At Greycat, we understand that mining isn't a one-size-fits-all operation, so we designed the ROC to be as hard-working and versatile as the miners who use it. Small enough to access hard-to-reach ore deposits, but with enough power to get through the tough jobs. The ROC perfectly complements any mining enterprise. It's perfectly at home supporting full-scale operations and a first-rate starter vehicle for fledgling diggers. Whatever the task, with Greycat, you have the right tool for the job. With more than double the ore capacity of the standard ROC and dedicated boom seat for manual laser operation, the ROC-DS makes big jobs manageable. It's the perfect complement to any mining enterprise, from full-scale digs to fledgling operations. Whatever the task, with Greycat, mining duos now have the right tool to comfortably collect more ore. The Remote Ore Collector and the Remote Ore Collector dual seat. The ROC has a length of 6 meters, beam of 3.9 meters, a height of 3.5 meters. Its minimum crew is 1 and its maximum crew is 1. It can carry 0 SCU but has stowage for the minerals that equals about 1 SCU. The length of the ROC-DS is 6.6 meters, beam of 5 meters, height of 3.5 meters. Its minimum crew is 1 and its maximum crew is 2. It can carry 0 SCU but has stowage for minerals that equals about 3 to 4 SCU. For weapons, the ROC has no weapons, no turrets, no missile racks. For ship parts, the ROC has 2 extra small power plants and 1 extra small cooler, along with that very tiny mining arm. The hull HP for the ROC and ROC-DS. For the ROC, it is 3,410, which unfortunately is the worst for all vehicles, and the 4,900 of the ROC-DS is third worst for all vehicles. The claim time for the ROC is 3.5 minutes. Expedited claim time is about 1 minute, and the expedited fee is about 1,460 credits. The claim time for the ROC-DS is about 4.5 minutes. Expedited claim time is about 1.5 minutes, and the expedited fee is about 1,825 credits. The ROC has a top speed of about 32 meters per second, and the ROC-DS has a top speed of 28. For special features and amenities, the ROC has about 1 SCU of storage, while the ROC-DS more than triples that storage amount. It's supposed to be 4 times the amount, so I'm not sure if that's still coming or if they've changed that. The ROC is completely enclosed and allows for all mining to be done while enclosed. The ROC-DS, or dual seat, mines from the second seat, which is open to the elements. The ROC-DS doubles the range of the laser on the ROC, and then it has 6 wheels instead of 4 wheels like the ROC has. It has a larger wheelbase, 2 shelves on the exterior, and more storage capacity. So a part of that stowage is the ability to put things on the shelves on the exterior of the ROC-DS, which you cannot do on the traditional ROC. Let me start by saying I'm not the biggest fan of purchasing vehicles outside the game, with only a few exceptions. So almost always I'm going to suggest buying these in game because they are so cheap. But I'm guessing in the future that will change, and I want these videos to still serve a purpose for people who don't think the same as I do. So I'll rate these as though they have value as far as spending money outside the game. Now it's time to rate this vehicle. A rating I rate from 1 to 10. My 1 is only buy if you have a unique reason that is specific to you or because you like the looks of the vehicle. My 10 is basically if you have the money, this vehicle is almost guaranteed to be useful to you in the game. A 1 doesn't mean the vehicle is useless or ugly, and a 10 doesn't mean that the vehicle is perfect. Just remember, this is just our rating. Please give us yours in the comments down below. And if you like, write them with your knuckles. I hear it makes them sound more tough. My rating for this ship depends on which variant we're talking about. The ROC is a 7 and the ROC-DS is a 4. Let's start with what I like about these vehicles. Well, I like the ROC because it's purely a money maker. You just hop in the game, pop one of these on the back of one of your ships of choice, and go make some moolah. The ROC-DS is a little more involved, but you need a friend in order to operate it, but it adds enough to make it worth the trouble because the capacity improves exponentially rather than just making more sense to bring 2 ROCs. Well, it's a little more complicated, but we'll talk about it. Now, what are the issues and how would we fix them? This one is pretty simple. The ROC needs about double the storage and the ROC-DS needs about 1.5 SEU more storage, along with 3 times the range of the laser of the base ROC rather than 2 times. Another thing that nobody understands is why all of a sudden in the DS we can't control the mining laser as the driver. And even more confounding, the second seat is open to the elements when it could easily be covered. Why not just make the cab larger and have a second seat? Or allow for a full ship size laser to justify requiring the co-pilot to be outside? I will say the lack of utility of the ROC-DS has been slightly exaggerated. It is still useful, it just needs to be balanced, and it needs either a well-armored co-pilot or an enclosure for the co-pilot to be added. Alternatively, it could easily have just added another mining arm. Even worse, the DS can't fit in a lot of areas that are well suited to mining gems, such as caves. Well, it can fit inside the caves, it just can't fit down all of the small areas of the caves where the best gems might be hiding. So who are these vehicles for? The ROC is for the solo player who just wants a simple, calm, and entertaining way to make money in the game without a lot of prep time and without a lot of fanfare. The ROC-DS is for the person who rarely plays alone and is taking mining more seriously, as long as you found an area where there's a lot of gems and it's outside and not in a cave. That type of more seriously. I'll add that the ROC-DS is larger, so it's also for the person who has no trouble carrying larger vehicles in their ships. So why is the ROC a 7 and the DS a 4? Almost invariably, even with less ability to store materials and less range, it's better to take 2 ROCs. Everywhere you can fit a DS, you can most likely fit a second ROC, or you're probably just not trying hard enough. Having 2 mining arms is more useful than a single arm with longer range and more storage, especially when you can fit inside all the caves with a ROC and the DS just doesn't cut it. However, it's not all doom and gloom for the ROC-DS. Just make sure the driver brings a handheld mining tool and they can get out and mine for gems as well, because if they sit in the DS, it will be extremely boring, which again is another reason the ROC-DS needs a bit of a rework so that both people have something to do. I imagine using the ROC for cave diving and bringing out the best gems each cave has to offer. I also would use it when I have very little that I need to get out of some rocks and I just don't feel like bringing out a prospector or something larger. I would use the DS in a safe environment if I had an extremely mineral rich deposit outside of a cave that didn't require a lot of maneuvering. I can imagine a resource that regenerates over time or is extremely dense. A DS that doesn't have to move or be transported very much is the perfect DS, at least before it gets any type of rework. I know you're here for our rating, but if you really want to ship, go buy it. We won't stop you. Or even better, all ships can be earned in-game once the game releases, and some you can purchase in-game right now. These are just our ratings, but when you spend, it's your money. My opinion, the ROC is the way to go here, and it's one of the 3 vehicles that I think are acceptable to purchase with real money. I know, audible gasp. I personally will earn one in game, but I definitely respect the value of the vehicle. Whereas the DS should be earned in game at all costs, unless it has a major rework, and in that case, we will be back here to revisit a review. All right, that is it for this one. Shout out to the members. Thanks for spending your time with us. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.